What would you do with $1 million? That is the $1 million question. How you answer that question can reveal your heart's true values and your deepest desires. And sometimes what's revealed is not too pretty. I hope to show you today that your good idea may not be a God idea. My name is Tim, and I was a yoke leader once at Halls Middle School from 2007 to 2011. Man, I'm getting old. Speaking of old things, I want to share with you an old letter. This was a letter written to a young man named Timothy, not me, another Tim. He once received this letter from his mentor. It said, "You gain a lot when you live a godly life, but you must be happy with what you have. We didn't bring anything into the world, and we can't take anything out of it." Now, that's not the entire letter, but it is the same letter in the Bible where we read, "Love for money causes all kinds of evil." No, it doesn't say money is evil. Money, in and of itself, can't be evil. It's just sitting there. It's the love of money that is so dangerous. One of Jesus' 12 disciples, or closest students, put it this way: "No one can serve two masters at the same time. He will hate one of them and love the other, or he will be faithful to one and dislike the other. You can't serve God and money at the same time." You may think this advice doesn't apply to you because you don't have a lot of money. You're in middle school, right? You may get some cash on your birthday, make an allowance for doing chores. You may even have a summer job, but you're not rich, right? Well, the truth is, you don't have to have money to love money. Those that don't have it want it, and those that have it want more of it. When is enough enough? Now, don't misunderstand me. There's nothing wrong with pursuing big dreams and goals. There's nothing wrong with being successful and making a lot of money. The question is not how much money you put in your trust. The question is how much trust you put in your money. Let's read that letter to Timothy again. You gain a lot when you live a godly life, but you must be happy with what you have. Let me put it a different way. Godliness with contentment is great gain. Note, there's two parts working together here: godliness and contentment. Let's talk about contentment. It is easy to get caught up in this trap of wanting the latest and greatest tech gadgets or the bigger and better widgets. The heart behind this constant pursuit is trying to find satisfaction in material things that will eventually break or become obsolete. The same attitude applies to relationships. You'll never find ultimate satisfaction from a relationship with a boy or with a girl. You'll never find ultimate satisfaction from starring in the school play, being the captain of the cheerleader squad or a sports team. There is only one thing that can give you that ultimate satisfaction. Timothy's mentor, Paul, wrote another letter in the Bible where he talks about being content with all of your life situations. You need to know when he wrote this other letter that he was actually in prison. Listen to what he says. "I have learned to be content no matter what happens to me. I know what it's like to not have what I need. I also know what it's like to have more than I need. I have learned the secret of being content, whether I am well-fed or hungry." Do you want to know what Paul's secret is? How he could be satisfied and find peace in any life situation, even in prison. He says, "I can do everything by the power of Christ. He gives me strength." That's what he's trying to tell young man Timothy. Godliness with contentment is great gain. The only thing you should never be satisfied with in your life is your relationship with God. If you don't have a relationship with God, then you probably understand this constant discontentment. You've put your trust in material things that have failed you, and you've been disappointed by people. I want you to know that Jesus, God in the flesh, will never fail you or let you down. You can begin a relationship with Him today by apologizing for your selfish and disobedient ways and making Jesus the leader of your life. Once you have a relationship with Him, then continue to pursue that relationship and find rest in His promise to provide for your every need. Something amazing happens when you spend time with God and get to know Him better. He begins to rub off on you. It's like best friends finishing each other's sentences. God will transform your heart. Your heart will begin to look more like Jesus' heart, and his desires will become your desires. Godliness with contentment is great gain. If you aren't happy with your life right now, make sure you are pursuing God, because when you put him first in your life, he gives you the desires of your heart. May it be said of you, you are a young man or young woman after God's own heart. Amen.